Yo, everybody, super grateful you're all here. In this video, I'm really just going to be talking about the different moon signs and how to manifest your healing process through something we call shadow work in the spiritual community. If you don't know who I am already, my name is Sunny Motherfucking Money, and I want to break down shadow work, at least from my perspective and from what I've understood from the spiritual community, because I feel like once we understand what that is, then we can definitely take steps to actually do it. And it's really not that hard. I notice a lot of people complain about shadow work when it's actually, I think, one of the most important and fun parts of spirituality. And just allowing ourselves to do that brings us into a really strong state of mind. So spirituality has said, based on social media and everything else, books that I've read, shadow work is the shadow side of ourselves. It's the side that we choose to actively hide sometimes. And I think that's important to understand, that hiding some pieces of yourself are good, but the shadow itself is your behavior, your fate, and your relationships with others. That's usually where the shadow self can show up, and that's where the shadow work can also be done. So shadow work, when does it start? It starts well before you were even born. Okay, it starts with your grandparents, your great grandparents, your entire lineage has set you up to understand what shadow work is. And the work aspect of it, again, I like to encourage people to have fun with it, because once you start to discover the dark sides of yourself, that little voice that wants to do the bad thing versus the good thing, this is where we can figure out how to stay in the middle and stay selfless and selfish and meet ourselves right in the middle. The other thing that I want to really talk about for a second here is shadow work itself doesn't work unless you do light work. So what is light work? That's where your sun sign gets expressed, your zodiac sign, the one that you're familiar with. So your sun sign is there to express the good. Your shadow is there to balance it out and express the not so good parts of yourself. And that's how we become a more well-rounded person. So today I'm really just going to go through that. Shadow work is, again, just the dark part of you, and that's not a bad thing. The faster you accept the dark sides of you, the more you can use them to help people versus to hurt yourself. And I believe this is really going to be a big thing and an important piece for a lot of you who struggle with self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is one of the biggest consequences of not doing shadow work. I've seen a lot of people that I've had as clients, people that I coach, my students in astrology, they usually self-sabotage because they aren't using or operating out of their moon sign. And I just want to give you some really quick, strong solutions on how to heal. So if you have an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo moon, the biggest thing that I've noticed with my clients and the people who have like a higher level of success, whatever that looks like for you, is the fire sign moon is supposed to inspire and encourage other people. If you're depressed and you're sad, but you are constantly inspiring and encouraging yourself and other people around you, this can really help bring your mood up psychologically, emotionally, physically. This can really bring your mood up because you're inspiring others, which are other people are really just versions of yourself, right? So you're inspiring and encouraging others to do better, to be better, to grow, to do anything. And I noticed that as a Sagittarius moon myself, and even when I studied Einstein, when I was trying to understand what a Sag moon looks like in real life, Einstein challenged the scientific community to be better, to simplify things, to make things more attainable for people. So that's an idea of what a fire sign moon can do. So if you're an Aries moon, you want to inspire yourself and others to take action. A lot of people who struggle to take action need you, Aries moon. And the way that you do that is by leading yourself. How do you lead yourself? Set alarms so that you go to things on time, write things down in a planner or a schedule, make sure that you're watching motivational YouTube videos, whatever you have to do to feel up. Okay, anything that you can do to feel up, exercise, eating healthy, all these things, they apply to all the signs, but definitely that's one of the big things for Aries moon, Sagittarius moon, and a Leo moon. Now, if you have Sagittarius moon like myself, the biggest thing is you want to inspire yourself and others to take action by reinventing yourself and other people. So the way I do it is I'm constantly changing, whether it's my image, my psychology, my content, my relationships with people. I'm constantly reinventing myself and reinventing other people as they allow me to, if they allow me to, and give me permission to do so consensually. Next, if you have a Leo moon, the way that you want to work with a Leo moon is to inspire yourself and others by entertaining yourself and others. I see a lot of Leo moons, they're very good at doing their own thing, but in reality, what they're inviting other people to do is to inspire themselves and others. And how does this work in the shadow work? The more you step into that actual energy of doing what the zodiac sign wants you to do, that's how you will heal. Okay? That's how you'll heal, is by doing what the zodiac wants you to do. Fuck your feelings, because your feelings are attached to your habits. But if your habits are poor and not working for you, we need to shift them into a different space. Okay? And by inspiring and encouraging other people, your feelings will go up. Your productivity will go up. Your happiness will go up because you are up. Okay? Next is the air sign moons. A lot of air sign moons, the way that you grow through your own personal shadow work is by sharing ideas and thoughts. So simple, right? So if you have a Libra moon, Aquarius moon, Gemini moon, sharing ideas and thoughts is how you do your shadow work. A lot of air sign moons, I'll notice they'll keep ideas and they'll keep thoughts to themselves, thinking that out of the 8.8 billion people in the world, that no one will relate to them. And that's just not true. Okay, so the way that we want to approach this is when you have a air sign moon, you want to share your ideas and thoughts. Big ones, small ones, all of them are important because someone will resonate with them. So this is a great energy for people who want to talk, who want to write, who want to sing, who want to do anything. Okay? Sharing your ideas and thoughts as a Libra is going to help you lead people. A lot of people say Libras can't make decisions. That's so wrong and so incorrect. It's actually that Libras need all the information to make the correct decision, whether that's in the moon or any other placement. Okay? I have a Libra Jupiter. So when I share knowledge with you like I am right now, it's so important that I have all the information before I actually share it to you. Okay? That's how to use Libra. Next, if you have an Aquarius moon, the way that you do your shadow work is to share your ideas and thoughts with the world to guide and protect people. Guide people in something that you know. If there's something you've been doing since you were 5 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, 25, 30 years old even, and you know how to do that thing well, that's what you should be guiding people in, okay? Aquarius moons are so talented and well-spoken, so it's so good for you to protect people also because you can advocate for them. The more you advocate for yourself and others, the more you will start to see your life heal because now you're using your moon sign, which is Aquarius. If you have a Gemini moon, you want to share your ideas and thoughts with the world to teach and educate people. The more you educate and teach people, the more you're not gossiping. One of the things with Gemini, people like to say, oh, I have ADHD. You actually have a hyper awareness. Having hyper awareness to things makes you very quick to understand, learn, process, and move around to the next subject or topic. So when you are educating and teaching people, this is how you are able to quickly translate ideas and thoughts to people who otherwise would not understand. And this is how you heal. The more conversations you have, even if they're surface level and not too deep, this allows you to figure things out about yourself through conversations and repair them while you're in the flow of talking or of learning. Okay. So for those of you who just got in here or just watching, I think one of the biggest things that I want to share with you is I'm going to be having a class on the 16th of February, where we're going to be talking about how to use Leo, the fifth house in your chart, to activate this full moon, and also where the Leo is in your chart. So go ahead and type in the chat, where is Leo in your chart, so that when we do the class on the 16th, go ahead and get registered. We'll literally be talking about how to become rich and famous. I'm so excited because I have a Leo Chiron that I used to become way more successful financially and publicly. And I want to share everything that I learned in the last 8 years, that so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. Honestly, that's why. Let's dive back into the tab. So you can get signed up on my Instagram and on my TikTok. If you click the link in my bio, there's the links right there. It's $22.22 for the next couple days. It's going to go up in the price to $33.33. Done with that. Okay. Earth signs. How do you do shadow work? Shadow work for Earth sign moons is by planning out steps. It's so meticulous and boring. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. I currently have my moon in Capricorn, and it's been that way for like over a year now. And I notice everything that I do, I need to sit down and plan it, especially my healing, especially my business, especially my relationship. Everything needs to be planned. The nice thing is taking the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, however long you want to take to plan, it will help you. So if you have a Capricorn moon, planning out the steps for yourself to lead yourself and other people is going to be good. So when I say lead, I'm actually going to add one thing here. Lead to manifest by leading yourself and others. Okay. Add manifest, because earth signs are really some of the best manifestors. But if they don't plan, that's the problem. If you're healing right now, which everyone is, and you have an earth sign moon, the biggest thing is you need to be manifesting what you want. If you want a better car, a better job, a better relationship, you need to write that down in your phone, in a voice memo, on a piece of paper is best. Okay. There's no arguing this. I have a Capricorn moon right now, and everything that I've written down and manifested has made me feel better, and it's added to my shadow work. It's also been one of the best things for my music, because now I'm able to write down what do I want in my music. Okay. And I'll do a video later about how to use Mercury to cast spells. Someone remind me, please, on Instagram. Just DM me and say how to cast spells with your Mercury. I'll go into that. That's really cool. But when you have an earth sign moon, you plan your steps out and you're good, baby. I promise you. Capricorn, you just need to manifest by leading. How do you lead? You take control. You have to start things. Okay, if you've been sitting on an idea, a business, if you've been sitting on a relationship or saying something to someone or anything, you have to lead, and you have to write it down first. Okay, writing it down first will give you the confidence, because you'll know what you need to say or do. Okay, also you need to do the steps involved. All right, so a Taurus, how do you do it? You plan steps out, okay, for yourself and other people around you. If other people around you are depressing you, you need to use your moon sign to, if you're fire sign, inspire. If you're air sign, share ideas. If you're earth sign, manifesting with planning, all right, to support yourself and other people. Taurus is very supportive in the moon sign, and it's actually exalted, which means it's more powerful. This is what makes Taurus moon so giving. Okay. So when you have this placement, you need to plan out how you're helping people. Otherwise, you'll give too much. And that's the problem. Okay. So to not overcompensate for the amount of that you can give, I want you to plan so that you can use this better. Virgo, same thing. You like to improve people, though. So you manifest by improving people. So the way that you want to work with this energy is to write down, how do you want to improve yourself? Do you want to get into fitness? Do you want to eat better? Do you want to study more? Do you want to just make more art? Do you want to just be a better person and do more community projects and serve other people? Great. Write it down. Stop thinking about it. A lot of Virgo placements say, I overthink. No, you don't. You're just not planning anything. If you were planning and taking action, things would work out beautifully for you. Okay? Plan it, do it. If you don't do it, stop complaining. If you do it, praise yourself. Give yourself a treat. Give yourself something nice. Go buy yourself something nice because you did what you wanted to do. Finally. All right? If you have a water sign moon, the way that you want to do your shadow work is by expressing yourself. The more you express yourself, the better. You look at some of the water sign moons in the world. Kehlani is a beautiful example. Kanye West is another beautiful example. We may not like what they always feel or do or everything, but we resonate with it so highly because that's what water does. Water expresses, it just moves, okay? So by expressing, this is what makes water sign moons so beautiful, and it helps them heal, and it helps them heal others. A lot of Pisces moons that I know, they always heal everyone around them because that's their energy, because they express themselves. All right. So when we look at, by the way, to clarify, the only person I was talking about was Kanye with We Don't Always Know What the Fuck He's Doing. But when we look at creativity and intuition, Cancer as a moon sign, the way you do it is by leading and nurturing people. So you look at someone like Drake. Drake is leading the music industry and then nurturing other artists, nurturing his group of friends, right? And that's how he does his shadow work. And you can hear it in the music because he's expressing it in the music, right? Scorpio moons always talk about how life is so fucking hard. Cool. It is for everyone else. But the way that you do your shadow work is expressing your creativity and intuition to people. You can't do it to yourself or just your therapist, because there's something called group therapy that you should all look into. Group therapy is massively impactful because telling people how you feel is very impactful. Scorpio moon, right? So how do you heal yourself and others with your shadow? By transforming in front of people, getting a new piercing, changing your hair. Your Martian moon people, Mars rules over Scorpio and Aries, so you're very aggressive, you're very direct. So making any physical changes or psychological changes will help you heal and get more in tune with your shadow self so that you can heal and do the work, right? How do you heal? Well, you have to accept what's happening and then change it. Change it. If you don't change what's hurting you, that's the problem, babe. You got to change it. Otherwise, you're going to complain about it. And no one wants to be around someone who's just complaining about something that they could change. Okay? Last but not least, Pisces moon, one of my favorite placements. If I had one, I'd shit myself. But expressing your creativity and intuition to people, you have to express to people, water sign moons, by loving and supporting people however you feel comfortable. Okay? When I say loving and supporting, I really genuinely mean like however you were nurtured and loved, the positive aspects, you want to give that to people as well, because that's going to help you express what you need to. And I think that's so powerful and dynamic. I hope this helped. Go ahead and type 111 in the chat, whether you're watching this live or later. Type 111 in the chat if this resonates with you, if what I said resonates with you. Again, I'm going to go over it super quick. If you're a fire sign moon, Aries, Sag, Leo, inspire and encourage other people. If you're an air sign moon, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you need to share ideas and thoughts That's how you work with the shadow. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo moons, you need to plan steps out to manifest. Okay? That's how you work with your shadow, is by planning. Super boring. I love it. It's simple compared to the other ones. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Moon, you need to express your creativity and intuition. If you're a spiritual person or a creative person and you're not sharing your art, you're not sharing your gift, that's the shadow work. You share it. The more you post tarot videos, the more you have your downloads and you share them with the world, the more you tell people about the astrology that you know, the more you heal. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Type 111 in the chat. There's 20 some people in here. Everyone should have gotten that last message. Type 111 in the chat so I know that you get it, so that we can perfect. I'm glad we got some 111s in here. Beautiful. So, real quick, before we go anywhere further, I need everyone to go and check out Snip Feed. I just got this set up for everybody. I'm having a full moon class, how to become rich and famous using your Leo house. And we're going to also cover the 5th house in astrology. The agenda for that class is we're going to talk about all the 2022 events that are important. We're going to talk about Leo and how to gain fame and attention. We're going to talk about asteroids to build wealth for you. And we're also going to talk about the 5th house, how to express yourself, what your kids will look like, could be like if you want them. We're going to talk about creativity and art. I'm going to teach you how to use TikTok a little bit using your chart. So I'm excited for that class. I'm excited for you. It's only $22. And I usually talk, it's definitely 2 hours, but sometimes I've gone 9 hours before where we talked for 9 hours. So show up. I would love to have you. Absolutely. And you can ask me tons of questions. After the 2-hour segment, I do a Q&A and you can ask me anything. We look at astrocartography, where to live. We look at synastry, how to look at you and your twin flames chart or your crush's chart or your ex's chart. If you're a business owner, I can show you how to use your chart to start your business. If you have a failing business, we can look at how to fix that using astrology. It's mostly marketing and branding things that I'll teach you, because that's what I went to school for, college for. And then also, if you need some help with the technology side of like setting up your business and everything like this, I'll be able to answer those questions in that class. So go ahead and get registered. I'm super grateful that all of you popped up. You're the first group of people who are seeing this. I just made the TikTok video, so the few of you who came in, gratitude. How many people do I accept in one session? I think the class is 300 seats. Right now, I think 10 people have signed up, and it's in 9 days. So the price will go up, I think, Thursday or Friday. I usually do it like 7 days before the actual class. So you got a couple days to get that $22.22 set up, which honestly, for how much we're going to be talking, it's not about the money. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. And Leo is a very good full moon to use, to manifest, to like heal, cleanse everything. So definitely pop up. I'm super excited. And I'm glad all of you got this information first. Go ahead and get signed up, get registered, and I'll see you all soon. Is the class recorded? Of course. I should have said that. It is recorded. And if you're in my Discord, I'll be putting my videos in my Discord. If you're in my Patreon, I'm going to be taking the Patreon down. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be putting everything in my Discord. And the Discord right now will be $22. Right now it's free. So go get in right now, but it will be $22.22 a month. And I'll just be putting all my classes and all my videos and everything that I do in the Discord. So you'll get a ton of stuff and you'll get exclusive content just by being in my Discord channel. And the nice thing is there's already like 600 people in there. So I would love to have you, and I would love to have you learn astrology. I know a lot of you love to hear what's going on, but I would love to teach you, because I think when you know how to use astrology yourself, it's way, way, way better. Um, that's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but we'll see over time if I'm right or not. I feel like I'm right. So the more I teach you, the more you learn, the more you can teach other people. And I think that's all super beautiful. Again, thank you so much for popping in. Subscribe if you haven't. Go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps boost the algorithm so as many people as possible see this. If you could share this with someone, that would be really cool. Also, if you could watch the video again later, save it for later, whatever you want to do to engage with it. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to head out. Give me a 222 in the chat. I'll put my Discord link in for you right now. 1 second. The Discord is called the Astrology Support Group, or excuse me, Astrology Cult Discord. And I'm going to shoot you all the link. There it is. Cool. Thank you for the 222s, y'all. Gratitude. All right, y'all. I'm super grateful, and I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.